What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? How you guys doing today? Let me get this stuff going. Let's see here. Hey, there we go. Hopefully that will help with the audio. How you guys doing today? Happy Monday to you. So, my name is Jeremiah Davis, aka the Funding Coach, and this is Monday Fun Day. And today's topic is: do you want to be a business funding expert? Right? A business funding expert. Do you want to be a loan broker? Do you want to know how to get business loans completed? You want to know how which business loans your clients qualify for, which business loans they don't qualify for. You know, um, business funding is has always been hot, but it's even hotter now. And there are so many different loan products out there that business owners tap into. But the most common issue is nobody knows what the qualifications and requirements are. All right, you get a loan title idea in your head, and then you decide, you want to apply for that loan, but you don't really have a consistent knowledge of what the qualifications are for these loan products. And to add to that, those qualification requirements for those different loan products can vary slightly from lender to lender. So you can't really get a consistent baseline on how to pre-qualify your client, because at the end of the day, how much time is wasted applying for loans that the client does not qualify for? This is a great deal of time, right? And if you like me in the beginning, you send in loan application after loan application, loan application, and they get denied over and over and over again. You're scratching your head. Why are they getting denied, right? And the truth of the matter is, each lender dictates what type of client, what type of business, what type of business structure, what type of business owner, what type of business service or product they want to underwrite, right? So it's not only do you need to know what the qualification requirements are for these particular loans, but which lenders have the least requirements or are the most generous in approvals. Okay, now that's finding lenders is, I could throw a rock and hit 5 lenders with one rock. Okay, actually probably 10 to 12, but and there are some standardized requirements for every loan product. Okay, the nuance is knowing which lender to go to, right, as well as which client best fits the lender. So you're playing like a matchmaking, like a dating service. You're trying to match your client with the right female, or not female, but bank, right? To see if they can uh, coexist and make something happen. Um, but once you know the basics, the rest is downhill, right? Once you know the basic requirements for the loan products, um, and you know what? You don't have to know them all, right? There's a lot of loan brokers and lenders out there that only work with a certain niche market, right? Not all lenders will do all loans, okay? There are some lenders that only do MCA loans. There are some lenders that only do equipment loans. There are some lenders that only do bank business term loans. There are some lenders that only do real estate loans. Okay, so you need a lender in each of these categories, or just the 2 or 3 lenders that work within your niche. Okay, and that's not a bad model. If you can generate consistent leads in that niche to service the loans for your clients, and then you do it well, you do a good job, then you can, they're going to send you referrals. You can partner with other B2B service or product providers that can send you referrals in that niche, right? So I have 250 plus affiliates all across all spectrums, and I service over 20, probably close to 30 different loan types. But I've been doing this for a while, and I've collected this, right? And my personal preference is to be the resource for any business owner, right? If I don't care what type of business you are in, I don't care what type of credit you got, if you can come to me and you ask for a loan, I'm going to try to find you a loan, right? A lot of times, I'm going out and looking for lenders to fit the particular client's needs. Okay, I got a client right now, right? They came to me, they wanted $1.5 million loan, right, to buy out a partner. Okay, so here's the caveat: they're in a high risk industry, right? Their product is considered high risk by a lot of lenders, right? But their revenue is substantial, right? They're doing anywhere from went to 300,000-400,000 a month up to 500,000 a month. They kind of plateaued. They had a couple of months that was in 700,000. Right now they're plateaued around 500,000. So it wasn't so much difficult to find them a bank that will service 1.5 million. The issue was the service a business with a high risk product, as well as relatively new. They've been in business barely 2 years. They just passed the 2-year mark in the last couple of months. So those are the challenges. All right. Can I find them a lender that will give them 1.5 million, right, with basically no collateral, right, just based off their revenue? All right. And well, I was able to find one, and the way we had to structure that particular loan was as a partner buyout, right? And that required them getting a business evaluation, right? So by a third party, get a business evaluation by a third party. That party says, okay, this company is worth X, right? And then they can base their funding product off that, or their circumstance off that. The problem with that was ordering the business evaluation, but if the business evaluation comes back less than what they was asking for to buy out the partner, then they're not going to get that much. And pretty much the formula for that, for the business evaluation to borrow against, has to be approximately 3 to 4 times the annual volume, right? So in this particular situation, the company had to evaluate at $7 million, right, for them to get the 1.5. See what I'm saying about? See the nuances what I'm talking about? How you have to navigate that type of situation, right? And so there was options. We can go to multiple different banks and get smaller portions of loans, but that will take time, and that could be more detrimental to the business in the long run when they have a bunch of different loans out, right? We can go with business lines of credit, okay? That possibly, but they haven't built business credit. They don't have any comparable credit. All they got is nice cash flow, okay, with a high risk product, okay? It's a health supplement. So, it's a health supplements because our MLMs, some of these business types, we've all seen it. They come in, they hit it hard for a couple of years, and then they fizzle out, right? It's kind of a trendy thing, right? So that's what when lenders are looking at a deal, they're looking like, okay, is this company going to be around in 2 years or 5 years to pay this money back? If it's in a high risk business or product or service, then the lenders are going to be less likely to lend to them. See what I'm saying? So these are the nuances of providing, this type of information and resources to clients as a loan broker. You got to know what you're talking about. You got to know where to go to get these type of deals done. Now, if you just want to do MCA loans, you can do MCA loans. Those are the easiest thing to get, but they do pay some of the best commission, okay? Because they are high interest. But I don't like to be pigeonholed into one type of loan product. That's why I have 20 different loan products that I can provide you, from anything from real estate, equipment, inventory, purchase, quick purchase order, accounts receivable, commercial real estate, fix and flip investment property, hard money lenders, business term loans, SBA loans, so there's a wide range of funding products out there. And the reason I'm going through this little exercise with you guys is because, just like everybody else, it's time for me to impart my information to the general public in the hopes that you start doing it right. There's too many people out there that's doing it wrong. Okay? So, in the next couple of days, my business funding certification course is going to drop. I'm trying to see if we can get it ready by September 1st. That's the goal right now. If worst case scenario, that might be another day or two. Okay, but the business funding expert certification. Okay, this is what is in this particular course. There's no other course out there. All right, I have looked all over, partly for myself to increase my knowledge, because I don't know everything. Right? I call myself the funding coach because I've been doing this. I've been moving money for over 10 years, close to 15 years. All right. I did merchant services. I did, started with MCAs, then went to loan stacking, things like that. And I just kept adding on products as I got a need for that. When people start coming to me and ask for a particular type of loan that I wasn't familiar with, I went and learned about the loan, and I found the lenders for those loans. Okay, now I have a Rolodex of nearly probably 200 to 300 lenders for 20 different loan products. Okay, so I have a resource for pretty much anything, even if the venture capital, the crowdfunding, the big multi-million-dollar deals. Those those take a lot of work, a lot of paperwork, a lot of patience, because you have to shop around to, investment groups, hedge funds, Wall Street types. Do they want to partake? There are groups of people that pull their money and they assess a deal for millions of dollars that they can fund and make a profit from. That's the only reason they're doing it, is they're going to make a profit from it. But having those connections, having those relationships is not easy. You got to know the right places to go, the right places to look, right? And quite frankly, you can't trust a lot of people. You can't trust a lot of you can't, and I can't even tell you how many lenders that I worked with one time, and whatever they did didn't sit well with me, and I never worked with them again. Okay. So I go for another lender in that space and partner with them. But I mean, if you screw me over and you're a lender and you did something like, one of my biggest things is I'm a loan broker. I don't want to go to another loan broker to get a loan done. All right. Because now we got everybody's hands in the pot splitting up the commission. That's, I can find a direct lender. I can find a direct resource. Another thing I don't like is whoever I'm sending the deals to contact any of my clients directly. That's a big no-no, right? Because I'm not telling the client which banks I'm going to, which lenders I'm going to, which resources I have. But sometimes these banks, they want to work with the client directly, and I've been cut out the deal. Next thing you know, I'm not even part of the communication. I'm not part of the packaging. I'm left on the sidelines, and I've been burned like that. So I've learned to manage my clients well, so they do not have to go. And then if they contact the client, If a lender contacts one of my clients after I told them not to, I'm done with them. I never use them again. Okay, as simple as that. There's no, because what it does is confuses the client. The client starts getting calls from random lenders, and saying, "Was this person working for you, or are you working with them, or yada yada yada?" I'm like, this is bad business. You're making me look bad, and I can't have that. Okay. So those are some nuances about being a loan broker that I'm just throwing out there this Monday Fun Day. But back to the course. How would you like to know how to fund 30 different business loans? Okay. 30 different business loans in one course. There is no funding course on the planet that gives you this type of information, right? I have 30 different business loans in this course, right? That you can start with immediately, get someone funding, and make your money easily, right? If you can just get a 25, 35, maybe $50,000 revenue-based loan, your potential commission off a loan like that is going to be anywhere, it was basically 10% of the loan. So if it's a revenue-based loan for $25,000, you can expect to make $2,500. If it's $50,000 loan, you can make, $5,000. All right, I did one a few weeks ago for 170, I think, 70, $80,000. I made about $15,000 off that loan. And actually, I only got 8% off that loan. Well, that's another story. Point being, that's a nice day. That's a nice day's work. $15,000 for one loan. Yeah, right. So in the Business Funding Now Business Funding Expert Certification course, you're going to learn about 30 different business loan products that you will learn not only the definition of loan, because this is a big deal too. If you don't know what the loan is by the name title, how do you know what the qualifications are? How do you know what lenders look for? How do you know what client to match with that loan product? Okay, so having a clear understanding of the loan, right? So I got a detailed description of the loan, right? So you understand how this loan is, what it is, what the loan is, what the objective of the loan is, all those little things like that. So you have a clear understanding of what the loan is. Okay, right? If it's a revenue-based loan, right? If it's a business term loan, if it was a business line of credit, if it's a accounts receivable, inventory, contract financing. Okay, so I'm gonna go over a list right now. I'm gonna show you guys a little snippet. Okay, I'm gonna show you a little snippet of the loans in this course. Okay. All right. Don't try to go to the landing page because it's not up yet. All right. So don't do that. Okay. So here's the landing page, right? Right. We're going to have a video here describing it, right? All the nuances about the course, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Here's the price, right? This price is for the first 100 people, right? It's going to go up to $19.97 after the first 100 people purchase it because it's worth it, right? On one loan, on your first loan, you're going to make your money back. You're going to make your money back on the first loan. I guarantee it. I actually have a money back guarantee in the course with some terms and conditions. But you will make your money back, this $9.97 back on your first loan. That's my guarantee, right? So we got just SBA loans, you got revenue-based loans, you got recurring payment loans, you got real estate fix and flip loans, you got purchase order financing, you got private lending credit lines, right? Private bridge loans, you got peer-to-peer business lending, you got merchant cash back, you got note buying. You anybody even know what loan note buying is? Well, you will when you get the course. Our inventory loans, hard asset-based lending, right? Equipment sale leaseback, right? Equipment leasing and financing, contract-based financing, right? How to get your state, your county, your city, or your government contract a deal. Okay, even this could be a supplier. I've had a couple clients that had a product that was going to be sold in some of the big box stores like Macy's and things like that, or Sam's Club, or Walmart, or Target. I've done maybe half a dozen of those, right? So I put that type of funding in there, right? If somebody's got a contract with a big company or a government agency or school district or something like that, city, um, you can use that contract to borrow against as collateral. All right, you got commercial real estate, you got accounts receivable, you got 401k, you got business credit cards. Now, I broke this even down even further to the PG business credit cards, the no PG business credit cards, the vendor credit cards, and the business store cards. So you're going to learn how to do all those different business credit cards, right? You got business lending credit unions, you got truck and vehicle finance, you got business term loans, business lines of credit. So we got the SBA 7A loan and the SBA 504 loan, and you got an SBA cap line loan. You got an SBA export working capital export express loan. You got the ERC tax credit in here, right? You got secure business CD line of credit, and you got startup business funding. That's the 30 different loan types you're going to have in this course. Okay, now let's go take a look inside, right? So you're going to get inside this is the course, right? The library, right? Yeah, all of them are broken down right here. Okay, so when you get to this section, right here, let me go to the welcome page first and show you what this welcome page looks like. Okay, so first thing is welcome to the Business Funding Expert Certification course. Got your terms and conditions, but then I'm breaking down the pros and cons of working with direct lenders as well as working with brokerage firms, right? Working with me, I would be classified as a brokerage firm. There's pros and cons to working with both, right? You need to know what those are so you can, if you need to work with a brokerage, what to expect. If you need to work with direct lenders, what to expect, right? I have the disclaimer, education only, yada, yada, yada. So this is just the basics, right? Now, let me go back to my library. So in the SBA loan, right? So here we go, right? Now, I'm going to play the video. So the video avatar is telling you the definition of the loan, right? And then once you mark this section complete, you go on to the next section. Now, here's the case study. Now, everything the video avatar is saying, okay, that he's explaining this, everything, he's just reading everything here, right? So the case study, here's a fictional case study illustrating how SBA loan could benefit a small business. You got ABC Bakery, right? So what the case study is doing is giving you the knowledge and information of how to apply this type of loan to the scenario for a business owner, okay? That's what we're doing here, okay? So you can do that. And then we're going to the next section, right? The next section is your pros and cons of an SBA loan. Here are the pros, here are the cons, okay? So you need to know this information so you can better explain it to your client, right? If they are a right fit for the SBA loan. And then you have the requirements and supporting documents. So now we have a list of requirements, right, for the SBA loan. And then here are the requirements, the documents. Okay, now once you complete that, then you have a 5-question quiz, right? And you start the quiz and you just choose the answer. Now, all this was just covered from the video avatar and text in the software. So this is what you want to do. And here, I'm going to make it even easier for you, right? There is no time limit on the quiz. You can take the quiz as many times as you want to score 100%. And when you score 100%, then you click submit and you move on to the next course. Okay? And the next one is the revenue-based loan products. And it's the same layout all the way through. So once you get through with all 30 of these and you scored it 100% on each quiz, right? No time limit. Then you're going to go down and you're going to complete and you're going to start the exam, the actual um, business funding expert certification exam. Now, the exam is all the quiz questions mixed up, and then you need to score. You have 120 minutes, 2 hours to complete the exam. Once you complete the exam and you get a 75% or higher, and you have 3 chances to score that 75%, right, on the final exam. Once you score the 75% on the final exam, you will be a business funding expert, okay? Because you will know the definition of every loan, you will know a case study of every loan, you will know the pros and cons of every loan, and you will pass know the requirements and supporting documents for every loan. Now, the supporting documents and the requirements vary based on lender, right? And since the SBA has multiple type of loans and they do not actually fund the money. The SBA does not loan the money. All right. SBA lenders that are approved by the SBA to be an SBA lender set the criteria of the type of client and they want to offer SBA lending to. What the SBA does is guarantee you could be maybe 40 to 50% of the loan amount. So if you default or the client defaults on that loan, the government is going to compensate the bank for 50% of the amount. So say you got a $100,000 SBA loan, and you default, SBA is covering 50% of that, right? So the bank has got to determine, are you good for the other 50%? Okay. Now that is going to vary based on the type of SBA loan that you apply for. Okay. So there's a lot of nuances. These are some of the most popular SBA loans out there that most people look to for startups or purchase or existing businesses or new construction or things like that, buying more inventory. So these are some of the, and the SBA is a premium loan. But to qualify for an SBA loan, you got to have good personal credit. You got to have established strong business credit and business finances. You got to have a business plan. You got to be in business for at least 2 to 3 years, and you got to have, for some loan products. There's some loan products you don't have to be in business that long, but the longer you are in business, the more likely you are to get approved for one of these types of loans. Okay, so this is what the course is going to give you, right? Now, here's the guarantee. Here's the guarantee. Within the first 30 days of you purchasing the course, you can submit a loan application. Minimum loan amount is $50,000, right? If you bring me one that's $2,000, $2,500 or whatever, we're going to get it done. You're still going to make your money back, right? But I'm going to work with me on this particular loan, your first loan, right? And we're going to split the commission 50-50. Okay, so I'm trying to show you how to do it, right? I'm going to show you how to get this particular loan. But my only goal is so you recoup your initial investment, right? So we do a $50,000 loan, and we're doing revenue based, and the average commission is $5,000. You get $2,500, I get $2,500. You make your money back. Now you're on your way. Okay. As far as choosing lenders, I give you education in the course on how to choose your lenders, right? Mostly with the choice of working with a direct lender or a loan broker is personal preference, right? There's some there are a lot of banks you can partner with, and some people like this bank, some people don't like the bank. I have my preference, you have your preference, okay? So, and you will learn this stuff during trial and error by you getting these loan applications in, right? Here's the thing. If you have the Black Label software, there's already 200 lenders, direct lenders in the software for the 20 different loan products. So this course is very, very complementing the software. So now you will have this working knowledge of the loans and the resources within the software to get the loans completed, right? If you do not have the software, you work with me and you're still using the same lenders. Okay, the lenders in the software, the lenders I use, they're part of my Rolodex. Okay, and then maybe you get the software after you get your first loan closed. If you get a loan for $100,000 and we make $10,000 on it, you get five, I get five. You can purchase the software. Okay, or you can just be an affiliate of Business Funding Now and get your own landing page and link to the success scan that pre-qualifies the client for one or more of those 20 different loan products. Okay, so now in most of the lenders that we work with do more than one type of loan, right? A lot of lenders will do 2 or 3 different types of loans in their particular arena that they want to work with. So finding lenders is the easy part. You have an understanding of how the loan process works, picking the right lender that complements what you want to do. Okay. Now, as an added bonus, okay, let me go back to the guarantee. Purchase the course, 30 days, submit a loan application with all the supporting documents, and it gets approved and the client accepts. Okay, those are the conditions, right? If the client doesn't accept it, then there's nothing I can do that. You're going to manage your client. I'm not going to talk to your client. You're going to manage your client. Okay, I'm invisible, right? They just know you, and you're the one who's going to facilitate the loan on their behalf. Now they don't need to know you're working with me. Okay, so we're going to do it that way, right? So you can manage your client. Me or none of my employees will be contacting your client, unless you ask us to. If you ask us to because you're not comfortable with talking to the client, then we will talk to the client, collect the supporting documents, do everything we can to help you close the loan. Okay. But also what I do in the course is my 5-question formula to pre-qualify any business, right? These are the 5 questions that I've developed over the last 10 years. And when I talk to a business owner, I ask them these questions. And the answers that they give me, these are yes or no questions primarily, right? The answers they give me, I can pretty much narrow down which loan product they qualify for based on these questions. That is part of the course. So you'll be able to have an educated conversation, ask these questions. How long you been in business? What's your credit? Boom, boom, boom. Now you already, boom, know which loan. Okay, this is the only, and usually I can narrow down to 1 or 2 different options for any client by these 5 questions. I'm giving that away with the course. So you'll know the formula that I've been using for over 10 years on how to educate and have that conversation with the client. Listen, and then listen, this is the formula that I use, okay? This is not part of the course, but I'm just going to give it to you anyway. Most 90% of the time, I'm getting a client stopgap funding, right, to stop the bleeding now. Right, they need an influx of cash to buy inventory, expand, hire, whatever the case may be. Make payroll, I don't know. It doesn't matter, right? But I usually always develop a plan to get them out of that first round of funding by giving them what they need to qualify for the better loan. Okay, so I want to get them the first loan, then I want to give them the information what they need to do to qualify for the second loan. Okay, and the second loan should be a business term loan, an SBA loan, corporate only financing, or a business line of credit. So, and sometimes that requires me selling them the VIP live coaching business credit service, right? Because that program, my business credit building program, is designed specifically to get them within 3, 4, 6 months from A to Z, right? After that time period, we want them to be ready to qualify for a low interest business term loan or one of the premium loan products that they can get 2, 3 times more money, pay off the first loan if they haven't already, and now they have more money in their pocket and they have the business credit built and they're more bankable and they can get other forms of funding. Okay. And that's what sets most of us apart from everybody else is we're not just saying here's this high interest, expensive money and bye, see you later. When you're ready for some more, come back. No. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want the businesses to succeed. Well, first we need to make sure they succeed past the first year. All right. Then we want to make sure they succeed past the fifth year, which most businesses, if they don't, if they fail during the first year, then the next stage is probably 3 to 5 years. Stats say 5 years most businesses fail. So, and the number one reason why they fail is lack of capital and a lack of credit. All right. Having 150, 250, 300, $500,000 business line of credit is a gold mine to a small business owner, right? And so my system is to get them what they need now, with the education information of what they need to do to get those better loans that they really want. Okay, so that's the process, because I don't just want to be the loan broker. I want to be the financial advisor. I want to be the resource that gets them from A to Z, right? And then what are they going to do? They're going to tell everybody else. They're going to recommend me to everybody else that got that what I did for them and put them into a better position. And I say and help them keep their business going longer with access to credit and financing. Now they're bankable. So now ideally they can walk into a bank and ask for a business term loan, right, for $250,000 and get approved if they follow my instructions and follow my protocol. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so if you just want to be a loan broker, you don't need my software. You might not even need the course. You can just talk to any of these direct lenders or brokerage firms. They're going to tell you what you need to do, what documents you need, but they're not going to educate you on everything you need to know, right? And then they're only going to tell you what they know. Most of these loan brokers and loan officers only know about their particular loan product that they supply for their clients. If I can't, the same people I go for revenue-based funding is not the same people I go for real estate or equipment, or venture capital, or things like that, crowdfunding, or big dollar investment projects. Okay, I have resources for a wide range of loan products. Okay, and so I'm usually trying to say, okay, we're going to go here, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. And usually, well, I'm still here. All right, I've been in business. I made it past 5 years. I made it past 10 years. I'm almost up to 15 years. So I must be doing something right. Okay, so right now, I think there's a link or a flyer somewhere where you can get on the waiting list if you want to, or you can just wait till Wednesday. I'm 90% sure the course is going to be ready to go on Wednesday for the general public, right? And then the first 100 people are going to get it for $997 with the guarantee. Now, if you end up paying the $2,000 for the course, don't worry. I'm still going to give you the guarantee. I'm still going to help you close your first loan, and you're still going to make your money back. Okay. But I'm trying to get you guys in here, and listen, let me be transparent. Why would I give away this information or sell this information because it's not given away? It's because every day, trust me, listen, I'm just trying to make my life easier. Okay. Trust me, every day I get so many phone calls from my affiliates, potential software clients, or or just people applying for loans, and they're asking a lot of questions. They're asking a lot of questions about funding, and I try to educate them, but it's hard to put 10, 15 years of experience into a 20-minute phone call. Even if I'm on the phone with you for an hour or 2 hours, I can't give it all to you in that time frame. It's experience. But so that's why I said, let me give this course. This course is going to be the course. I was shocked to learn that there wasn't a course out there like that already. And I looked high and low for, and primarily for me, right? I'm looking for a course so I can learn more funding products. I'll be perfectly transparent. My weakest knowledge base on funding is in the real estate arena. All right, commercial real estate. I know I know probably more than most, but not. I don't do enough of them to have the experience I have with the other products. Okay, the loan products. So when I started looking for courses, I was looking for courses that can fill the gap, of the knowledge I didn't have. I couldn't find any. And the courses I did find were very generic about more about preparing financial documentation for that type of loan rather than just the standard qualification requirements. Okay, so go Google it. Do business funding certification course or business funding, training, and see what you get. See what you get. You're not going to find a course that's going to go over 30 different business loan options in this and teach you the definitions, give you a case study, give you the pros and cons, give you the requirements and qualifications, and the supporting documents in one course. All right, we're going to give you the money back guarantee if you submit one within the first 30 days. Right. So if you submit the deal, it's $50,000 in the 30 days, and the client, if the bank doesn't approve them, I'm gonna give you your money back. Okay. Um, you know, if for whatever reason, but I'm pretty sure they're going to get some type of funding and then accept it. So we're making your commission. So I'm not even worried about that. But and then my 5-question formula that will narrow it down. I mean, literally in less than 5 minutes of talking to a client, you ask these 5 questions, and boom, you already know which loan product to go with, and as well as which documentation that you need to collect to submit that loan. For 30 different loan products, okay, once you complete that certification exam and click submit, automatically email into a PDF of the certification with your name on it and my name on it, and with a badge you can put on your website or your social media, wherever you want to put it, as a business funding expert, right, from Business Funding Now, and Jeremiah Davis, the funding coach. Now, there are people out there that know more about funding than I do. Yeah. Some of them, I mean, there's a lot of people that know a lot more about real estate funding than I do, or a lot more about crowdfunding or venture capital or what have you. But I'm hard pressed to find one person that knows about so many different types of funding products. Okay. So that is what I want to convey to you, is that this course is literally can change your life and make you a loan broker and help you succeed at being a loan broker for the long term, right? And guess what? Everybody needs money, and they're always going to need it. So you can really, 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 this could be your full-time day job. You do 4 or 5 loans a month, and you're going to be making $10, $15, $20,000 a month. Easy. All right. So do not wait. Let me see if I can find my waiting list link really quickly here. I'm going to post that, and you guys can get on the waiting list. Okay. Let's see here. I should have had this ready, but you guys know how it goes. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So here's the link. I'm also going to upload the QR code for you as well. Yes, Charles. Yes, Bill. You are exactly. This is the course for you, Brad. You are going to learn 30 different business loans. They're easy peasy. And you got the software. So you can just go directly to those lenders in the software and close and get your money back easy. But, you know, I'll help you. I'll help you. Okay. So, and let me see if I can get this. Can I upload? I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to repost this. Yeah, I'm just going to reshare this link on my personal page, you guys. I'll get my staff to post it as well. It has the link for the waiting list, and there's a QR code so you can scan, depending on how you're seeing it, on here as well. And if you're on my email list or text message list, we're going to send it out to you guys too. And just get ready, because the first 100 people, you know, as soon as that, you know, the course is well worth a lot more money. Okay. I mean, literally, I don't, you know, if I wanted to be, you know, not as generous, I could put a $5,000 price tag on it. Because, I mean, ideally, you could easily make your money back off the first loan, the first 2 loans. All right. After that, everything's great. Okay. But for $997, I know 100%. Even like I said, if you did a $20,000 loan, $25,000 loan, you're making $2,000, $3,000, $2,500 on a loan like that. Okay. If you do unsecured funding, right? Personal business loans that with no collateral, just with good credit, right? You need a 680 or higher credit score. Shoot. And you charge 9.9, 10% success fee. You can get somebody, what, $50,000, $100,000, and you charge a 10% success fee. That's, you know, $5,000 to $10,000. And the only thing you're investing is $997. But if you don't have the cash or credit for $997, holler at me. I got in-house financing. Okay. I don't want anyone to feel left out. Okay. I want you to have this course. If I got to finance you and with one of my personal personal loans, banks that I work with, I'm 100%. I'm like 99% sure I can get you, you know, a little $2,000-$3,000 loan to buy the course, right? I mean, I can get you $5,000. You can buy the course and the software. Okay, so there's really no reason for you not to say yes. If you don't have the money, holler at me. Let me help you get the money and get you in and locked in. And once you have this information under your belt and your noggin, you could really do some damage, right? Financially, you can really excel. Do a little marketing, do a little networking, and become a loan broker in your community. And with a few success stories, testimonies, the sky's the limit. You can be doing, you know, 20, 30 loans a month. You know, if you get the software and you get it set up with the automation, yeah, right. On the other side, I'm gonna wait until Friday to give you the other updates. But basically, the bidding platform I was talking about on the software, we're gonna start testing on September 1st. I'm super excited because this is the loan platform, the banks directly connected to the software with auto submissions and loan offers instantaneously directly to the client under your brand. Let me go. You guys, look, like, follow, share, you know, and get on the waiting list. Don't wait. I mean, everybody on the waiting list is going to get first crack. All right. I don't think it's going to take me more than a couple of days to get 100 sales. So don't miss it out. All right. And then have to pay $2,000. But if you do, don't worry about it because you're still going to make your money back. It's still not that expensive for what this courses entail. I mean, literally, there's 30 different business loan options inside. 30 descriptions, case studies, pros and cons, qualifications, requirements, supporting documents, 5-question formula to pre-qualify, and the direct lender loan broker pros and cons, so you can really look at each lender and loan broker who you want to partner with. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Jeremiah Davis. I'm the funding coach. Peace.